Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Maisy and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Maisy's ability to understand and respond to some of her formal on-leash obedience commands. The motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. We have determined that Maisy is probably one of the most laid-back, lazy little puppies that we've ever met. She really doesn't want to do anything unless you force it on her, but she is getting a better attitude about obedience training. Now, all of our obedience training is done on the left, so when Brandy puts her on the ground, she will be at Brandy's left. And if you want to put her down, Brandy will introduce our training equipment that we're using. We're using a regular 6-foot web training leash. Brandy keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand, which leaves her left hand free to give any little correction that we need to give. And the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. We will have a variety of training collars available for you to choose from tomorrow when you come to get her. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first and the most difficult exercise that we've taught Maisy, and I have to give Brandy a hand for this because she did all the back-breaking work, is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Maisy heel. Now, at this point, Maisy has a job to do, and that is to walk nicely with you at your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind. And each time that you stop your feet, she's been taught to sit very nicely at your left to wait for her next command. And what I do love about her is her focus. She is staring up at Brandy, waiting for her next command, very focused, which is very hard to get. So she does it naturally, which is great for future training that we would be doing with you. Now, the next command that Brandy's going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Now, your sit-stay, you're going to start out at about 20 to 30 seconds, and you're going to slowly work up to 3 minutes. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks all the way around her as an additional distraction. She ends up right back where they started at heel position, and they take off heeling again. Brandy gives her lots of encouragement and lots of praise. She's going to leave her in another sit-stay. And we're going to demonstrate the come-on command. Now, coming to you is always a happy command. So you're going to lighten your tone of voice. You can actually lean into her, give her praise when she's on the way in. Good girl. And she comes right in front and sits facing your knees. And then she goes all the way back to heel position and back sitting. And they'll demonstrate that one more time for us. Now, one thing about Maisy is that when she gets tired or she doesn't want to do it anymore, she will start biting at her leash. And that's one of the things that you're going to have to teach her is a no-go. Like, you can't stop working with her because she's throwing a temper tantrum. Good girl. That come command is so important because as she matures and gets older, you always want her to know that coming to you is a positive experience, and she's going to get lots of praise for coming. Now, the next command that Brandy is going to show you, Maisy is just learning, and because she's going home at the stroke of her 2 weeks, she's not going to go home 100% knowing this command. But we're going to show you how to teach it. Brandy, if you want to bring her out a little bit. So the down on command, you're going to start out with Maisy at your left. You're going to take your left open palm and push it straight down toward the ground and give the one-word command to down. And at the same time, you're going to give a little tug on the collar and then you're just going to pull her front feet out from under her, and she rolls over and gives you her belly. And that's how you're going to continue on teaching the down command. So with her at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, take your right hand, pull her front legs out from under her, and give the one-word command to down. So we are going to be putting together a packet of information for you for when Maisy comes home, so that you know the schedule that she's been on. She has been an awesome little girl. We've enjoyed every minute of having her. Please stay in touch with us so we can help you with her as she grows and matures. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.